stupid is what he does, though. Hey, Dr. Amaral. We haven't talked much, but one of Serene's guys from Reaper Squad working around all this tech stuff, or Chronon tech you call it, I guess, has got me real inspired, so I started writing a screenplay. There's a lot of science talk in here, so I wanted a scientist to check out and make sure it kind of makes sense. Would you mind taking a look? Here's the first half. Time Knife, written by Bruce Livingstone. Bruce Savage stands in his office. He is sexually attractive. Somebody knocks on Bruce's door and opens it.
Amy,
it's a
you okay out there?
Scientist lady. She looks like a librarian with glasses, but she's actually a scientist. You can tell because she has a lab coat. Lady Scientist, help me. Bruce, okay. Lady Scientist, take this knife because some bad apples are trying to steal it, and it's very important. Bruce, okay. Lady Scientist, what's your name, handsome? Bruce, I'm Bruce. Let's shake hands. Bruce and Lady Scientist shake hands. Lady Scientist, wow, you almost broke my hand with that handshake. You are definitely a tough guy. She is impressed with Bruce's strength. She looks at his large biceps like they are delicious pieces of ham, but she doesn't want to eat them. Lady Scientist, here's the knife. The Lady Scientist hands Bruce the knife. It looks mostly like a knife, but also like a time machine, because it is both a knife and a time machine. But Bruce doesn't know that yet. Goons break through the windows and shoot the Scientist Lady. She dies. Scientist Lady, avenge me. Bruce, okay. Bruce kills the goons with his legs by doing lots of kicking at them. They are dead real quick. Bruce, looks like I got a leg up on you guys. The audience probably laughs here, so Bruce waits to deliver his next line for around 5 seconds, so that everyone has calmed down. Bruce, what is so special about this knife? Bruce stabs the knife into his chair. The chair disappears. Bruce, the chair disappeared. He looks at a picture on his wall, which is a big photograph from 1932, with lots of people from 1932 in it. Bruce's chair is in the picture. Bruce, interesting. My chair traveled back in time to 1932 when I stabbed it. When I stab things, they travel through time. That explains why this knife looks like a knife, but also like a time machine, because it is both. Bruce's real goofy friend from across the hall runs into the room. He trips on something on the floor. His name is Slabo. He isn't as fat as his name sounds. Slabo. Aw, yeah! That's Slabo's catchphrase, and he says it in a real funny way. Scientist Lady. Bruce, you saved my life. The Scientist Lady is only faking being dead. I was gonna say when I read that she was saying something, and I was like, what? Wasn't she dead? Scientist Lady. Are you married? Bruce, only to my job. Scientist Lady. I find that attractive, but also respectable. She kisses Bruce's cheek. Slabo, what about my cheek? Aw, man. That is Slavo's other catchphrase, which he says in a different but equally funny way. Bruce waits a few seconds for the audience to stop laughing before speaking. Bruce, wait. Those lips were man lips, not woman lips. Bruce pulls off Scientist Lady's wig. She is actually Bruce's boss, Paul Marine. Paul Marine is a douche. Bruce, my boss, but why? Paul Marine, I wanted you to kill those guys because they wanted me dead. I knew you were real tough so you could kill them easy, but I don't respect you as an employee, so I always make you do the shitty jobs, even though you've been working at my company more than the other guys and are real smart. Also, I don't like you because my girlfriend finds you sexually attractive. Bruce, I understand. Paul Marine, give me my time knife back. Paul Marine snaps his fingers, and 73 goons surround Bruce. Paul Marine, you can't kill 73 goons, so just give up. Bruce, I don't have time for this. Bruce stabs himself with the time knife and disappears. Slabo, he time traveled using the time knife. Bruce opens the door. Now he's twice as jacked. Paul Marine, you're even more sexually attractive. How is this possible? Bruce, I stabbed myself and traveled to the past. Then I trained in all kinds of martial arts to become even stronger. I also strapped explosives into everybody's boots in the past, so that when I press this detonator, you will all explode. Slavo, Aw, yeah. Bruce, I'm glad I have stocks in this company. Paul Marine, why? Bruce, because business is booming. Bruce presses the detonator. All 73 goons blow up like eggs in a microwave. Paul Marine doesn't explode. Paul Marine, luckily I used my metal detector this morning and found the explosives, so I switched boots with someone else. Say, Slavo, whose boots are you wearing? Slavo, no! Slavo explodes. How does he have a catchphrase if he says the lines once and then dies? What? Paul Marine, you don't want to stab me with that time knife. Bruce, why not? Paul Marine, because I'm actually you from the future. Bruce, that doesn't make sense. Paul Marine, yes it does. Remember that the time knife is also a time machine. I am you from the future, but I stabbed myself with the time knife in order to come back here and do all this. Bruce, but we don't look the same. Paul Marine, that is a good point, and I'm glad you brought it up. First, I time traveled 700 years into the future to a time where humans have created advanced technology that allows surgery that completely change people's face and bodies. I had the surgery performed so that you wouldn't be able to recognize me, but I'm actually you in disguise. I can prove it because I know many things about you. Bruce, like what? Paul Marine, you have a birthmark on your left ankle. Bruce, I do have a birthmark on my left ankle. I'm starting to believe you now. Paul Marine, you should, because even though I have a new body, I kept that birthmark on my ankle so that when I met you, I could prove that I was actually you from the future. I will show you. The story is like both terrible and amazing. Paul lifts up the leg of his pants, but there's no birthmark. Instead, there's an ankle holster for a gun. Paul pulls out the gun and aims it at Bruce. Paul Marine, I was lying this whole time. I'm not actually you. I was just saying all of that so I could get my gun. Bruce, son of a bitch. Paul Marine, please remember that Paul Marine like 5 minutes ago was the lady scientist. Also in the future, I melted the time knife and turned it into bullets. These bullets are now in this gun, which means that I can shoot you, but also send you through time all at once. Finally, you will be out of my way so that I can marry my girlfriend, Sophine, later today, before you are able to tell her that I'm a real shitty guy. Bruce, I didn't know you were getting married today. Paul Marine, I know. My girlfriend Sophine made an invitation for you because she admires you and thinks you're attractive. But I destroyed the invitation and then lied to her and said I gave it to you at work. But now I'm here to give you a different invitation to your funeral. Paul Marine shoots at Bruce. Slavo jumps in front of Bruce. What? I thought he was dead. Slavo, no! Slavo wasn't actually dead. He jumps in front of the bullets and is shot several times. Now he is actually dying. Slavo, avenge me. Bruce, okay. Bruce goes to attack Paul Marine, but Paul Marine has disappeared. Bruce, he's gone. Slavo is dying on the ground, covered in blood. His body is red like a hot dog, covered in lots of ketchup. Slavo, you must stop the wedding. You are totally a better guy, and clearly more attractive than Paul. You should be dating his girlfriend, Sophine. Slavo dies. Bruce just sits there next to Slavo for a while, because many people will be crying at this point. He eventually gets up. Bruce, looks like I'm going to a wedding. After all, he holds up the time knife. Somebody's got to cut the cake. Cut the cake means he's going to kill Paul. The audience will understand this because of the way the actor says it. It's a real intense moment. Bruce puts on his shades. End of Act 1. Oh man, I hope there's an Act 2 that I get to read later, because that was amazing. Oh my god, though.